What is Tony Iommi's gear? If you have ever wondered what gear the legendary Tony Iommi uses to create those iconic heavy metal riffs, you are in for a treat. Tony Iommi, often called the godfather of heavy metal, is best known for his distinctive sound, which is closely tied to his choice of instruments and equipment. One of his most famous guitars is the 1965 Gibson SG, affectionately known as the Monkey. This guitar features a striking red finish and is equipped with a Gibson P90 pickup in the bridge position, along with a custom-wound John Birch Simplex pickup and a P90-style single coil in the neck position. The Monkey became Iommi's main instrument after an issue with his Fender Stratocaster during the recording of Black Sabbath's debut album. But the Monkey is just the beginning. Iommi has also used several other notable guitars throughout his career. One of these is the JD Custom SG, known as Old Boy. This custom-built guitar by luthier John Diggins has been a staple for Iommi, especially for solos. He acquired it in the mid to late 1960s as a replacement for an earlier Burns trisonic guitar. The JD SG has a unique tone and has been extensively used in Black Sabbath's recordings and live performances. Another significant guitar in Iommi's collection is the John Birch SG, which he used before the JD models became prominent. This guitar's sound can be heard on Black Sabbath's Never Say Die album. Iommi has also played various Epiphone models, including the Epiphone P90 for Iommi model and the Epiphone G400. Some of these guitars are fitted with Gibson P90 for pickups, which help replicate his signature tone. In his early days, Iommi used Fender Stratocasters, including an American Deluxe model. However, he eventually transitioned to his beloved SGS for their heavier sound. For acoustic work, Iommi has been known to use vintage Gibson J45 guitars, Taylor models like the 815L and T5, and other brands such as the Epiphone PR3, 50 degrees Celsius, and Washburn EA30. When it comes to amplification, Iommi is closely associated with Laney amplifiers. He uses his signature Laney T100 amplifier head, which features two input channels. Iommi typically plugs into the bass channel with a treble booster in front, but he has also used the treble channel for a sharper sound. Laney amps have been a key part of his tone since the early days of Black Sabbath, often paired with Marshall amp heads for tracking. Iommi's effects setup is generally minimal. For example, on Black Sabbath's 13 album, he used very few effects, including a chorus pedal and an old Tycho Brahe wah-wah pedal. His tone relies heavily on the natural sound of his guitars and amplifiers rather than extensive effects processing. String gauges vary based on the tuning and guitar used. Iommi's SGS typically have lighter strings to accommodate lower tunings, sometimes down to C sharp or even a sharp. In contrast, his Les Paul guitars use heavier strings. This setup supports his signature heavy, dark riffs and solos. To sum it up, Tony Iommi's gear revolves around his iconic 1965 Gibson SG, Monkey, custom JD SGS, Laney T100 amplifiers, and a straightforward effects setup. His choice of lighter strings and lower tunings, combined with specific pickups and amp settings, creates the powerful sound that helped define heavy metal guitar playing.